I have seen SamteaSilver play some incredibly close sets with very good players, and I remember I was on the mic when these two played at Riptide, and that was one of the craziest sets that I watched that entire weekend. It was down to the wire. SamteaSilver had incredible clutches back in the days of Yumu, and now we get to do it again, but across the border to the north in Toronto, Canada, this Midwest showdown will take place once again.
Also, just got to throw it out there, Mario, great pick into Diddy Kong. He's got all that air mobility, great landing aerials that are super, super safe. It's hard to get banana throw out of shield on this guy.
Yeah. I mean, and not to mention, right, Diddy Kong can't get a lot of those aerial combo starters because Mario's anti-air game is so good, too. I mean, there are a lot of factors that Mario just loves to eat Diddy Kong alive for, and Zinoto is going to have to be impeccable with his neutral to lock him down. Problem being, right, though, that SamteaSilver, I just want to throw this out there. I'm so excited whenever I get to watch him to play. He's one of the weirdest players in terms of play style I've ever seen in my entire life.
I have to agree. Very unconventional Mario, right? You might just think, okay, it's up throws and up airs, and of course he says that as I'm talking about how unique his play is, but yeah. You'll get there. This guy, he used to play Chrom and Ganon, by the way.
What?
Yeah, had some random characters in the mix. Mario's always been the go-to, but... Oh, actually, sorry. The reason I said Chrom is because he beat Rivers' Chrom with Ganon. I'm almost sure.
Oh my God.
Or like pushed a really sweaty game 5. But yeah, the Ganon is not to be slept on. He used to play for hit point tournaments, so maybe to impress Papa Rickles, you know, had to bust out the Great King of Evil.
Had to show him up at this tournament too, without Rickles being here. But
no, Rickles is here.
Rickles being here, I meant in top 128. I was trying to be more vague with my words to be kind to one of the best TOs out there. But Zinoto, 85%, not particularly close to death yet, and all he really needs, down tilt or banana, to get an easy breezy kill confirm. But this is what's so hard about playing against SamteaSilver, is that getting one of those reliable kills, he's Art of the Drunken Fist. How do you lock him down ever?
Oh,
this happened like 3 times in their set at Riptide that SamteaSilver just really didn't do anything and Zinoto died, and it's just because your rhythm gets so thrown off playing against him.
It's the Jedi mind tricks, man. This guy is Darth Jar Jar. He's got the Drunken Fist. He's got the mind control, right? Yo, go read that theory on Reddit if you haven't. I would strongly recommend it. It's what actually got me into Star Wars. But you know what's got me into Mario? SamteaSilver and his goddamn dunks. This is ridiculous.
Misa send you to the blast zone. 208%, and he's still not dead either.
Ooh. Commentator's
kick,
curse.
though, yeah.
They got a term for that.
They do have a term for that. And it's the one that makes me sad. Makes me sad that happened to SamteaSilver. But again, at 208%, anything was going to kill, right? Zinoto needed any stray aerial, and that was going to happen. Now, though, again, we talk about how, you know, some characters are capable of big comebacks, some it's a little harder to come by. Diddy's a neutral monster. It is much harder to get one of those explosive stocks to really fuel one of those comebacks.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what he's going to have to do to pull this one off other than just win every exchange or several exchanges, outpace Samte here.
He's been doing it.
That forward air is a demon against characters like Mario. Super stubby, right? Range is not what you think of when you think of Mario.
Yeah, and instead you try to deal with that Diddy fair, which again, not really disjointed or anything, but lingering and everything.
Okay. Up throw, up air, keeping it going. As long as this stock is intact, I think things are looking really good for Samte. Zinoto on the back foot in a big way, though.
He's really going to have to make a big play again when you were so close to kind of putting things back to even stocks apiece. And then suddenly losing that because Mario's combos just come by when you got a platform like this so easily. And SamteaSilver is not going to give you free approaches to feast on.
Love that, catching the banana out of the air before Zinoto can get his hands on it. Oh, wow, and it actually still blows the banana back after Deke throws it.
It's one of the reasons why SamteaSilver is actually going to use that flood a lot. You don't even need to cape it. You just need to push it away.
Yup.
Oh, back airs. Really tough pressure, but Zinoto was patient holding that shield, realizing that no reliable way to get it into his threat zone. That time, though, SamteaSilver looked like he might have even shield poked with that. And at the end of the day, taking that game 1 in pretty convincing fashion.
Yeah, very aggressive back air, saying, you know what, Zinoto? I've been patient. I haven't been throwing myself at you. You're not ready for this one. I'm just going to pop right in, close the game out. All right.
Changing the pace.
Yeah, for real. I mean, when you fight Diddy with banana in hand, or really just Diddy in general, you kind of want to hang back, avoid that great out-of-shield game he's got, and you just throw off his rhythm and pop in when he least expects it.
Mm-hmm. And honestly, man, I mean, just SamteaSilver is like, you know that Mother 3 song that's in like 327/40 by like 20 tempo or whatever?
No, I didn't know there was one.
It's like some completely like made up non-common denominator, but I don't have time to talk about that. What we have to talk about is Zinoto returning to a character that he played only for a brief time in Ultimate pre-quarantine. The Peach is back.
Yeah, that is true. I actually forgot about the Zinoto Peach arc, but it's still very surprised to see it. I understand this is a rough matchup, or Diddy Kong has a rough matchup against Mario, but is the Peach ready? This is one of those really finesse-oriented characters, very execution-heavy. If you're not playing super well, this could go very wrong.
I have to imagine that Zinoto saw this coming, though, because he has played quite a few sets against SamteaSilver, and a stage at a major like Get On My Level is the kind of place where if you haven't done this in a while, right, maybe you just keep trying to Diddy Kong at locals. Now is where you try out that Peach, and for some reason, mid-combo, SamteaSilver with the air dodge. Again, always keep him guessing.
No, I love it. It's because you can't just mindlessly mash on a nair at a disadvantage, right? And then you can whiff punish it. It's kind of clean. It's like when Light will do up tilt into parry.
Yeah, especially like using those defensive options offensively.
Yeah,
sometimes it can really catch your opponent off guard.
And like you said, the weird time signature on the Mother 3 song, like it makes sense. Like this guy is the embodiment of that. He's marching to the beat of his own drummer.
Mm-hmm. But doing so hungrily as he eats that turnip to lose that stock in Zinoto. Great mix-up on the recovery, but then the predictable neutral get-up after taking all that time to get back to stage. SamteaSilver getting a little bit of a gift, right? At this high of a level, getting an up smash just on a neutral get-up at the ledge kind of feels like, I don't know, something that doesn't normally happen. Zinoto doesn't just give those things away, but regardless, back to even stocks, and these two have just been waltzing around the center platform.
The rising up airs. Mario, one of the few characters that can combo so effectively off a rising aerial. That's what makes him so scary, especially when you're a taller character like Peach.
Oh, he's just going to have to try to maximize that damage too on Smashville. You're probably not going to get a lot of kills off the top comparable to the base of the stage. It's a little bit higher than most stages, but regardless, he can put on a lot of damage. And like you said, rising aerials, especially when Peach loves to float right at the exact height that that up air can come and burst out. Really scary place to be.
Wow, the mix-ups right there, just dashing back and forth. All right, I'll pick up the grab now. On the other side of you, love SamteaSilver's play, but Zinoto starting to remind us why he was one of the greats. He's firing back in the set on a completely different character.
He's just always in the zone. He will fight till the bitter end, and right now he says, the end is nowhere in sight. You may be up 1-0, but I'm taking this game for sure. With the turnip in hand, going to be a lot harder for SamteaSilver to make up that distance. Both
of them getting a little spicy at the ledge here. Oh, Samte has a chance here to even up the stock count. No, Zinoto just taking the, okay, never mind. I was going to say taking the straight horizontal recovery route, and he continued straight into the back of Mario's head.
And it's twice that we've seen just an up smash to catch neutral get up at ledge at those kill percents. And I wonder if SamteaSilver, like earlier in these stocks, kind of putting a lot of pressure on Zinoto when he's doing these jumps off ledge, right? To try to challenge those, float down airs coming off the ledge, things like that. And under those high percents, he feels like he needs to mix it up. Goes for the neutral get up, and then there's a big Mario head waiting for you.
Right, and Zinoto's been capitalizing on neutral get ups as well. It's how he took SamteaSilver's last stock. So, I don't know. Of course, it's a very difficult option to punish, but when you're ready for it, they kind of just give it to you.
I don't know if SamteaSilver has a jump right now. It doesn't matter with great mix-ups on that timing, but Zinoto giving up so much stage, but he was perfectly right to do so, tracking SamteaSilver like a heat-seeking missile. 142%. Stray aerial near the ledge might give him the game.
Oh, I love that, backing off mid-combo once again, trying to anticipate that mashed aerial out of disadvantage, but it does not matter. Zinoto evens the setup. Great timing on that turnip. My God.
His edge guards were so good that entire game, and it's really key to have good edge guards on a stage like Smashville where you're kind of your whole game plan is to throw your opponent off stage as soon as possible. Because it's so small, they're going to have as little time to play on stage as anybody will. And with Peach, right, you've got those turnips. They're one of the few things that can challenge that super jump punch. Excellently done by Zinoto.
Oh, man, and it looks like he's sticking with the princess here and sticking with Smashville. Of course, courtesy of SamteaSilver's choice for this Game 3. See how it pays off. I don't think the stage really had all that much to do with the outcome of the game.
I think that SamteaSilver just needs to get used to fighting against this Peach. He's very much the kind of guy who likes to stick in the air, mix up those fall timings as Mario, whether it's off of the short hops or the full hops. He just wants you to kind of feel like you gotta do something to stuff him before he gets up close to you. But as Peach, you have so many low lag options, especially with that float, that Mario doesn't really get the opportunity to leverage that.
This is such a close game, just 2% separating them. It's going to be Zinoto breaking the ice, keeps the juggle going, and extends it with the turnip. Okay. Oh, and another one just for good measure. Samte bowing out. He knew. It was the curtain call on that first stock.
There has just been a rain of vegetables off stage that have just stuffed SamteaSilver every step of the way.
Chicken Little's freaking out right now.
It's raining turnips. Oh my god, dude, honestly.
Oh, another cape?
Another one.
Oh, okay, the neutral air. It's going to put Peach high enough for another recovery mix-up. Oh, and Zinoto gets away with it by the skin of his teeth.
Again,
by the trim of his dress.
The trim, yeah, the petticoats.
Right.
Barely able to reach. But again, SamteaSilver not relenting at that ledge either. Zinoto has been the kind of guy to fight at every step of the way, but SamteaSilver, you know, you never know what's coming next.
I feel like both of these players have just been keeping it so fresh at all times, right? You can feel the evolution of the mental game, the mix-ups that these players are going for. Oh, the very greedy ledge option. Drop off, double jump up air. Shout out to Smashboard Cloud.
Yeah, true. And hold on a second. This juggle going on for 100% and even further. SamteaSilver keeping this Peach from landing on the ground. That slow fall speed really kicking Zinoto's behind right now. And you're going to go off stage, take a trip.
Let's see how far he's going away for vacation, though. Right back on stage, going straight up to the Great White North. Oh, hey, it's Zinoto here in Canada.
He's arrived, courtesy of SamteaSilver's one-way ticket to the Blast Zone. And I mean, I feel like every single time he's gotten a stock against Zinoto's Peach, I think it has been off of a grounded get up from the ledge, right? Whether it's a neutral get up or a roll, he's gotten a kill on that every single time, and mostly with up smash.
Oh, and you can see both of them starting to get a little nervous, right? Just freezing up in each other's faces, the run-up shields. And that is when you know the tension is cranking up in a set. That said, it's Zinoto potentially about to go down 2-1 here if he doesn't figure out something quick.
And he's going for a big read, too, with that up smash, trying to catch SamteaSilver landing on him. But again, therein lies the problem. He is so good at discombobulating you. In that case, though, Zinoto delaying the pace enough that trying to go to center stage was all but assured from SamteaSilver, and we are on to last stock.
We were talking about how Mario struggles against characters that can wall him out with those safe aerials. Peach's back air, very much akin to Diddy's fair in that regard. Oh, but Mario's forward smash, not something you want to run into.
The Samte classic, the walk back forward smash. I can't tell you how many, again, this is exactly what you would expect from him. And there has not been a dearth of moments in which SamteaSilver has connected these wild smash attacks just off of resetting Zinoto's expectations. And you better watch out when he's feeling himself like this.
Oh no, Zinoto just, I don't know what it was that happened right there. It didn't look like a successful edge guard, more like an unsuccessful recovery. Not quite an SD, but just kind of dropping the ball in a big spot. That's going to put SamteaSilver up 2-1, winning the rubber match right there. Very important, of course, not just because of the counter pick advantage, but because it feels good to be up a game. It's like, oh, just one more, and then I get to go home, right? Not that easy against Zinoto.
Not against Zinoto, no, and especially when he, again, has the Peach and the Diddy Kong. You don't know what's going to come next out of him. I would expect more of the Peach, even though SamteaSilver has made some good adaptations. I think that Zinoto has just been much more in the zone with the Peach, where I think that he was giving SamteaSilver a lot of habits with the Diddy Kong, but the Peach is forcing him to make sure that those fundamentals are tight and locked in. So game 4, we go to Smashville, reducing that off-the-top kill power that we've seen so much from SamteaSilver, and Peach will benefit from these close side blast zones as well.
Oh, I like that. Challenging with the rising up air again. That's a big money maker for Mario, especially because it combos into a super jump punch where the coins come out. But no, for real, it's just a great air-to-air tool. Peach, yeah, she's got a good down air, but landing isn't that easy for her. She's very floaty, limited without her float in terms of mobility, but Zinoto, all that aside, is going to find the first stock in a pretty solid way. Not quite dominant, but looking good. Enough
that you're not going to have to think about, oh no, what if SamteaSilver immediately turns this around with a crazy read? Like, no, Peach is very floaty, but actually a mid-weight, so you're heavy enough that you don't have to worry about, I don't know, an up smash reading you off the ledge. This is where things start to get scary, though, because SamteaSilver, ledge trapping, ledge guarding, it's all been on point.
Love the usage of that side platform to just keep the pressure up, and then dropping through it, rises up with the double jump back air, close the door on that first stock. Ooh. This is pretty back and forth. But Zinoto saying, I want this game 5, playing out of his mind so far here.
He has done such a good job of modifying his game plan around the way that SamteaSilver has been maneuvering in the air. On the ground, it's very hard to lock down SamteaSilver, but in the air, he's been all over him and clobbering that plumber to take a full stock lead.
Oh, the up B out of shield. Nice. Mario's fastest out of shield punish.
Yeah, frame 3 and what, invincible on frame 1? Is it literally a DP?
I think so. I'm not 100% on the invincibility frames, but it does hit on 3.
Which is, you know, quick. Wait, okay, great TI by Zinoto.
Oh. I love how Samte was able to pick that one right back up. No way! You're aiming that the wrong way. Peach is in the air, bro.
Again, if you're not going against SamteaSilver on the ground and you're trying to air him, you get some reads, you're a lot better, but forced to land there. SamteaSilver, 1 stock apiece, and could get this comeback. I've seen him do it before.
Oh no, he's hitting the grind. When you see Mario go for forward throw, you know they're scheming. Up throw, it just has so much guaranteed damage from it that, again, just like no one picks a heavy with good intentions, it's the same for Mario's forward throw.
Forward throw, yeah, nobody Mario forward throws with good intentions, and right now, SamteaSilver, he's a bad man, 87% on the Peach, and you walk into one of those forward smashes and up smash at this percent too, can do it, and all he wants is to get that headbutt to finish it.
Just think of how much Samte was trailing just a minute ago. Actually, just 25 seconds ago. Oh, never mind. Zinoto closes it out just barely after getting the Christ beaten out of him for like a minute and a half straight.
And a Michigan behind their long-time #1 in Zinoto. I know that Onan is probably their #1 now, but Zinoto has been such a long-time presence of that scene, one of their captains, truly, that they are always popping up behind him. And SamteaSilver, not bereft of his comrades of Chicago, they're also here for him as we go to Game 5 in this Battle of the Midwest. And Zinoto kind of got caught trying to approach SamteaSilver on the ground a lot near the end of that last game, but then realized, right, I got to bait him up into the air, I've got to get those counter hits. That's where the clutch factor happened. Game 5, Smashville again.
Oh, and he was ready for the air dodge too, but maybe not a directional one all the way out. You could see Zinoto take that brief pause in his combo, looking for a reset to pick it back up. Doesn't matter. Still just playing the stage advantage so well. 100 damage unresponded to. Mario could do it right back, but I don't know. It's so hard to keep up with Zinoto when he's in the zone like this.
And when he's in the zone, he's comfortable boxing against you. And what better stage to be that kind of player than Smashville, where you are forced to be up close. I know that SamteaSilver loves to work around that confusion, but Zinoto is just fired up right now.
That is the veteran power coming through in these Game 5s, on stream no less, with crowds involved and everything. I definitely favor a player like Zinoto. As good as Samte is, he's just got less years in the game, and that really does come into play. I know it sounds like a trope, guys, but it's true.
Well, and especially the more that these two play their sets, right, the more that Zinoto will unravel you, discover how to get in the nooks and crannies of that play style, and he has taken not but even 50% yet against one of the characters with the best damage output in the game.
When I am asked to describe Zinoto's playstyle in one word, I would say cerebral. And
yes,
you can see the fruits of his labor developing that style right here. He has figured Samte out to a T, just figuring out the way that he flows, the timings that he comes in at, right? All of that stuff adding up into, whoa, hold on, it's some really terrible DI.
That was, that was insane, actually. I was like, okay, he's got rage, but again, Peach is a midweight, so he's not dead yet, and then he was just suddenly in the blast zone. Just like SamteaSilver is in the blast zone. Down to his last stock. He's gonna need to dig deep.
This is looking pretty rough for Chicago right now. But yeah, just a kick.
The Michigan crowd is chanting one more stock, and in the middle of it, Chicago is responding with no.
One more stock.
No! But instead, the answer right now, yes, yes, yes! Zinoto, 2 stocks to finish it out. And you can see he is all kinds of into it. He is in top 32 winner's side, and Michigan comes out on top in the Battle of the Midwest.
Man, another great set here at GOML 2022. Just the back and forth, the game 5s, nonstop. And it really shows just how tight the competition is in the world of Ultimate right now. Like, the rankings, they're going to be all over the place. How do you predict a top 50? How do you predict the top 64 or 32 at a tournament like this? You just can't.
That's one of the things that makes Ultimate so exciting, is that at any moment, you're going to see something that you've never seen before, or at the very least, have your expectations turned on their head.